After everything ended, I had nowhere else to go but this little town called Shaddam in Alabama. I just dropped off to sleep when it hit me. Slow, broken tune, like someone walking behind the house while humming. The next night, same time, same tune, closer. I got up, turned on the porch light, no one there. I tried to ignore it, stayed in bed, tried to sleep. But every damn time around 1:13 a.m., give or take. And then I started thinking maybe someone's messing with me on purpose. Someone who knew I was alone out here. I called the sheriff. A few days later, Deputy H showed up. When I told him about the whistling, he got quiet. Real quiet. Then he said something that made my blood freeze. He looked like he'd seen ghosts himself. I didn't know my grandfather had dealt with this. He told me to lock every door, stay inside after dark. I did it. But the whistling, the haunting grew louder each night, until Evan could no longer ignore it. The whistle grew louder, like a presence just beyond the threshold. The sound didn't stop. It came from within, crawling up through vents. That night, Evan prepared, shotgun loaded, heart pounding in silence. The whistle stopped, replaced by heavy steps. He shouted into the darkness. No one answered, only silence heavier than before. The knocking came, not from outside, but from within. The house stirred, not just a whisper, but a presence moving closer. Someone walking. The hallway light went out. I grabbed my shotgun, heart pounding, and stepped into the dark hallway at the end. Standing still, a person in black, pale face, watching me. I raised the gun, but my hands were shaking, mouth dry. Tried to speak, couldn't get a word out. They turned slowly, lifted their leg as if to run. I screamed again, stop, and they darted off, vanishing into the darkness. I fired straight ahead, not into the air, hoping to hit them in the dark. Shot hurt my ears, ricocheted off walls and deck. I locked up everything, got in my truck, drove into town. Slept there that night. The next morning, Deputy H drove out. Front door of the house was unlocked again. That confirmed it. Whoever this person was had a key to my grandfather's place. Nothing broken or missing, but he off the record suggested I change locks and maybe move out of there altogether. So I did. Went down to the local hardware store that same day, changed all the locks, left the house for good, went back to my parents' place out of state, told Dad eventually sell it. We took everything sentimental, anything they could carry, the rest sold or left behind. Of course, my dad never mentioned, there's some creep who's been stalking this house for decades now, how he got a key, who he was. Why my grandfather never said anything, I don't know. I think it was some disturbed guy living nearby, and I've honestly never felt safe in the countryside again since then. Now I'm 16, live in the city. My first 8 years were spent out here, where everyone knew each other's names, where we'd walk through the village without being supervised because there were only about 90 people. She'd make mint tea for her birthday party, but ran out of mint leaves, asked if we could fill 2 plastic bags with them.